to the Recruit a Friend system for 4 of its games, these being EverQuest, EverQuest 2 and DC Online, and Planetside 2 of course. This is where this will be concentrating on. There are 6 stages of rewards for recruiting new players. To get to the first tier, you must recruit 2 new members. To be added to your tally of recruits, these new members must spend £8, equivalent to $10 within the first 60 days of creating their account. This cost is the main issue I have with the system. I agree that it is present to stop people abusing the system by simply making new email accounts and then therefore new Planetside 2 accounts. But I believe the fact that players actually have to spend money to become a recruit will make it incredibly difficult to actually rack up the tally needed to get any decent rewards. My personal belief is that a level system would work better, the idea being that if you get to level 10 you count as a recruit rather than having to spend money, as more people are likely to do this. This in the long run is also likely to mean more sales for SOE. The reason behind this is that I believe that once someone gets into a game more, they are more likely to spend money in the game. For example, I didn't buy any SC until about level 15, when I knew I was going to carry on playing Planetside 2, and I'm guessing many new players will be of the same opinion. So, on to the tiers of rewards. For 2 recruits you gain the Delicate reward. For this you get the Delicate decal, a pixel camo set for each faction, and more impressively NS Underboss. The second tier requires 5 recruits and is called the Attaché. For this reward you get the Attaché decal and the NS-15 and the NS-11 weapons. Next comes the rank of Consul. This is unlocked with 10 recruits. As previously you get a decal for the tier, but no weapons this time unfortunately. You do however get Lumberfin for each faction's max and a compound helmet for each faction, which is used by about all classes apart from the max. And finally, you get the Recon camo set for each faction. Tier 4 is unlocked with 15 recruits and is called the Diplomat reward. As with Tier 3, this consists of a bunch of cosmetic goodies. You get the Diplomat decal, along with the Undead Cavalry and their vehicle decals. You also get a Planetside 2 glow decal, used by all factions, and a faction specific version for each faction. You also get deluxe raise fins for each ESF. Next up, for 20 recruits, comes the rank of Ambassador. You get the Ambassador decal, a new cosmetically enhanced heat turret for each main battle tank, and Lumberfin for each ESF. And finally, for a whopping 25 recruits, is the rank of Grand Ambassador. For this you get the Grand Ambassador decal, a helmet for each faction, used by all but max units, and most impressively a whopping 6 months heroic 50% XP bonus. This whopping 25 recruits needed for their max rank leads me on to another issue I have with this system. 25 recruits is a huge amount of people who need to spend £8 or $10, and I believe that 99% of people will find this almost impossible to achieve. To solve this problem they could alter the amount of recruits needed for each rank, so let's say 2, 4, 6 etc, rather than going up in 5s. But from SOE's perspective I can see why they wouldn't want to do this, as it means they're going to get less recruits into the game. So instead, I will put forward the idea of splitting the tiers down into more ranks by splitting the rewards. So for example, having 10 levels with each needing 2 recruits to progress to the next tier. This way, this seems much easier to achieve, just in a psychological perspective, which means more people are likely to take up and try and use the system. Also, I think SOE have missed a trick with the system. If they'd have brought it out sooner rather than later, I think it'd be more beneficial to the game. This is because the community is already now built up of regular players. This means the difficulty of the game is constantly going up as players are getting better. This means it will be incredibly hard for new players to get into the game, which may put them off when they first start, reducing the impact of this system. To end on a positive, I think the best thing to come out of this system is a benefit for new recruits. At starting, they will gain a free LMG for each faction, and a 1-day boost of 50% XP bonus, without having to spend anything. No one can complain with that. And if they do spend in-game, benefits to both of you, as not only will you gradually progress up the tiers of recruits, you will also gain a 1-day boost of 50% XP, or a 1-day boost of 50% resources, or you can choose a 30% XP and resource boost. This has been Iron Tyrant, thanks for watching.